Previously on Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Stanley? Stanley! I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Alright, I'll go to
Stanley
the room.
lifted the bucket into his arms.
The broom closet.
And
Let's see. Oh. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them. Oh, shit. I think I got that one. The collectible in the executive bathroom. Red room. This room tells you... Ah. Oh, these are the ones okay. Got it. There's a checklist. Perfect. A large room, lots of boxes. I don't remember that one. Stairs, something to do with... Okay, so stairs. I can go downstairs. I didn't go upstairs. Something both red and blue. The blue and red doors. Boom. Yep, there we go.
okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding
No, don't
could
take
have
my bucket
dire
away.
consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
No.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment. Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know.
It's time to
about
play.
What
Is
or
this
is not
a bucket?
Okay, let's begin.
Oh, it's literally a game show.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual
Am I always
bucket.
going to be right no matter what?
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
I give up. Okay.
Item 4. Is this
Okay.
a bucket?
Come on.
Are you hallucinating? This is a
Thank you.
tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
I can actually get the questions wrong. I've been trying to get them wrong.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. I don't fucking know anymore. Just fucking get me out of here. Oh
Trick
my
question.
God.
Both. Gotcha.
What? How? What? The bucket identifies as not a bucket.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless,
Yes, it is.
Is that what you think?
Yes, everything
Answer
is
me
a
straight,
bucket.
Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a
Everything
bucket?
is bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Everything is bucket.
Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that, I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay.
No.
Here we go.
No. Bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
You
Wait,
erased the bucket.
was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything was a bucket.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes. That's what the fans want.
Freedom.
Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Oh, God.
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, I don't want to destroy the bucket.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Flashbang going out. God damn, I'm blind. This is so stupid.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
Okay, I'm still trying to get these fucking figurines. Goddamn. A large room, a lot of boxes. Like, I don't know where that one is, though.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
that
I'm on your side.
Oh,
You're
man.
getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one.
Okay, so how do I get Oh, holy shit.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
I actually never went through this vent though. Let's see what's in here.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
No.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
I actually thought that it was going to just like end right then and there.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
The narrator's not even talking. Oh, whoa. Hello?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yeah.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Sure.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Sure.
Just one more time.
Okay. Now remember when Stanley found the figurines. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Down here.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Wait, what? Huh? That shit said 7 out of 6. You're scaring me now.
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand?
Boss's
Can you
office.
remember?
It was the boss's office. I didn't go down the stairs, and I found this one immediately.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
That did not happen. That definitely did not happen.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What the fuck? Oh my god, 2002 fucking YouTube instructor videos. Remember when YouTube videos used to actually consist of like videos like these? Imagine having to like go through a game tutorial, like try to figure out like how to find something, and that's how you have to learn it. There was no "What's up, everybody? It's your boy Little PP24. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the videos. Leave a like and comment below, and hit the notification bell." It was this. This was your subscribe. This was your typical YouTuber.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
All right, let's move on. How to get a free Club Penguins account. That's exactly what happened.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible.
My God,
the
can I
final
actually fall
figurine, right here in the warehouse. This
no, you can't
memory is
fall
the
off.
most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley, and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike
Wait, which
any
one did we
other.
miss?
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
What was the one that we missed? You are in the present.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the
Hey,
future. Goodbye,
this was important,
memory
wasn't it?
zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
But these figs are important, weren't they?
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Right? Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
No! Oh, God.
Yes, I love that video.
I was like, no, please don't let me watch it again. That just went by so fast.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Oh, under the stairs. That's right. That's the one that actually happened. But you can't actually go under the stairs? What the fuck? Was I able to go under the stairs?
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it
Excuse me?
The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley.
No,
I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, God, no.
And before everything else, there was your office.
That's it.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Wow.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
By far the most mind-blowing game I've ever played.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
Okay, so I just gotta go to the escape sign, and then that will be the last ending that I will be looking through for this game. Finally, the last ending that we will be exploring.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Okay, so let's see what's over here, now that I have El Bucket.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets
the bucket's the main character now?
Way,
what the
but
fuck?
This one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
What happened to my bucket? The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge, much like the bucket itself. The human mind is frequently empty within a... Wow. I'm not even gonna read that shit. I'm just like... They changed the whole...
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
The hanging bucket. Oh my god, that's gruesome. Holy shit. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Oh, I was about to say. I took the bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander.
I'm actually let it die.
World, a new vision.
I actually never actually did die. Oh. That's it. And that's the end. Wait, let me just check. Is heaven different? No, heaven is not different. Okay. Buttons. Okay. Thank you for watching the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Be sure to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel for more weird and wacky horror games that I will play in the past and will play in the future. Comment below what game you want to see next, and I will see you in the next video. And be sure to hit the bell to be notified on future videos and live streams. See ya.